Hello and welcome back to our super sunny, super brown as a Greek god, alcohol-induced YouTube channel.
Because we are at our very own winery.
Yes, I haven't given up and spent all my money buying a winery. That would be crazy. But what we have done is had a wine tasting. So we've come to this amazing winery. We've had a wine tasting and we're going to stay overnight on the car park as well. And we don't get charged. It's amazing.
It's a lock-in.
Yeah, locked in a winery.
So when we left you last time, we were at CAMpRA down on one of the fingers of the Peloponnese over there. I like to point. And we've driven down to this little winery, but this is as far south as we're going to go on the Peloponnese, and we've only been here a week, but we are heading off the island and back onto the mainland Greece in the next couple of days.
The drive here was interesting. It was beautiful. It was a bit twisty and windy and narrow in places, but very doable and very scenic.
It was stunning. And we had a few traffic jams, but quite cute traffic jams, weren't they?
Yes, well cute, because that's what we always say about traffic jams.
Yeah, when they are goats.
And we also saw a dog carrying a
tortoise, like you do.
Interesting things. So anyway, what about the wine tasting? I hear everyone thinking, well, the wine tasting was brilliant. So we came up here to Lancashire Winery, which is owned and run by a chap called Diamantis, like the diamond, he said.
This is my camera. Is that yours? Sit down. Okay.
Really friendly chap, started as a hobby 20 years ago and now makes 680,000 bottles of wine every year. He does a white, he does a red, he does a rosé, and he does what he calls a select white, of which he only does 4,000 bottles a year.
It's a very special wine. We have 3 grapes inside, 3.
So we did a wine tasting of 4 bottles, brilliant, learnt loads. He was really brilliant explaining stuff.
Grapes are Yorkshire and Mavroudi, local grapes, this region. It's very ancient Peloponnesian grapes. If I don't have the black grapes, I don't fix this wine and this wine. Right. For this wine I need the same grapes.
He put a little bit of food on as well and never turned down a bit of bread and olives. And well, I've bought some wine as well, so there you go, €60 light. So bear in mind, if you're going to do it, this place is on pot for now. I'll put the what 3 words here, and but if you are going to do it, bring cash, because there's no card machine, and really at the end of it you're at least going to have to pay €10 for your wine tasting. But I think if, like us, you bought a few bottles, he sort of waives that. There you go. I'm 60 euros down for 6 bottles of wine. That's most I've ever paid for wine. I usually pay €1.30 in Lidl for a whole litre.
Have you had a good wine tasting?
It's been really good. It's been really good.
Yeah. You've been ages. Nice lemons, Pauline.
Thank you. Yeah, sure, not melons.
So, the Peloponnese is absolutely stunning. Beautiful beaches. We've had a fantastic time. So why are we leaving, Andrew? Why are we heading off the island?
Because there's only so much time in a day, isn't there? I mean, this video, God knows how out of date it's going to be, because we used to do a video a week and we're struggling to manage that because we're busy during the day sightseeing and basically living as best van life. So we're just running out of time, and we're going to spend 2 or 3 weeks getting home.
So we've got 3 weeks left in Greece, and there are 3 areas of mainland Greece that I would like to see. Wetlands with wildlife, Zagori Mountains and little cute villages and Meteora, and then the Halkidiki area. So we've so much to do. As much as I would love to spend more time down here, we're just dipping out of it now and heading into the mountains of this island before we get to Patras.
Before I get too brown and everyone thinks I'm Sydney Poitier.
God, that's an old reference there. I love showing you it. So that's Pauline and Steve off for their break at the beach, and we are heading to the mountains. So this is what we did yesterday, this lovely little tiny wiggly road. We came across then here, and this countryside was utterly stunning, and we're about here now. So today we're going to go up this way, along this, up on the toll road, and then head up along these beautiful roads up into the mountains and end up around about here. So what did you say? How many vans do you think there'll be up here?
There's room for 1,000, it says.
1,000 cars. And you said you thought there'd be quite a few.
I thought there'd be a community of 20, 30 vans.
And I said 0.
It's time to change my scene.
Well, a beautiful and deserted ski resort. This is the joys of out-of-season travel. It's just beautiful. Look at those mountains. Bit of a drive up, mind.
Bit twisty and slow and steep.
But very doable, even for us. See, Andrew cannot escape UNESCO, even at the top of a mountain. Well, what a super stop last night. Total peace and quiet, not a dog noise to be heard.
Just a bit of snoring. But black sky, super silent, like Jane says. Spot on park up and free of charge. And there's also, I've just spied water. Not sure if it's potable or not though, but I think it is. It's coming out of one of them. There's loads of these little fountainy things in Greece everywhere you go, so I think it's potable. So if you needed just to top up, that's fine. Loads of bins. So actually, as a park up, it's pretty good.
And our nature cam last night just picked up one little tiny visitor, a lovely little brown hare. No wolves, thank goodness.
And no bears. In fact, nothing of any interest at all, to be fair.
So whilst we've been in Greece, we have been avoiding toll roads where we can and saved quite a few euros. But today, as we head off the Peloponnese Peninsula,
Easy for you to say.
we will be going over the toll bridge at Patras. We are going to the Messalongi region, which is a salt marshy region.
I thought that was pronounced Mr. Long.
And hoping to find a little bit of bird life out there in the salt marshes. We may even go to the Salt Museum, which has got to be one to not miss.
It's probably not going to happen.
And today we leave the Peloponnese.
Maybe it's time to say, I think we need to walk away. I know it'll break your heart, but mine's getting torn apart.
So our choice now is to cross over there by the bridge or the ferry. The bridge is going to work out at about 24 euros. The ferry would work out about 12, but we're going to drive it anyway because it looks amazing.
So maybe it's time to see that times have changed and so have we.
It's really breezy coming over there, isn't it?
Moving about a lot, yeah.
Believe just where I stand, but maybe one day you'll
Well, it was a peaceful night last night, wasn't it, love?
No. This isn't a park up we'll come back to, although it doesn't mean you shouldn't come, because actually it was really safe. I didn't feel in danger or anything like that. It's just, you can't believe, if you looked at it over on Google Maps, it's like this remote area, but it's like being on M6, isn't it? It doesn't go from anywhere to anywhere, but constantly all night, cars, motorbikes, scooters, coming and going and coming and going, and parking up, music on.
It did say on Park for Night it could be noisy, and what it looks like is it's a place that you come at the end of the day maybe to have a little get together. I saw some people having driving lessons, bit of loud music. It wasn't raucous, but I imagine it would be in summer. So there you go. However, this area is beautiful. It's so lovely to see all these houses on stilts. We're going to go back to one of the marshy lands to see if we can do some bird spotting today, and then we're going to find somewhere else for tonight.
Yeah, and just to clarify, the noise, which was as bad as we've had, it's not often we come from Park and say we're not going back, so bear that in mind. The noise went on maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, so it's not necessarily what was going on, it's just the duration. Yeah,
and there were some beeps as well that were going on all night, some like electrical something or other.
Hey, look, if you need to come here and go to the Salt Museum, or there's a restaurant there, or you just need to park up and have a nice walk, it's a grand spot to be, come, stay overnight because you'll be safe, you'll get broken sleep if you go to bed before 3 o'clock.
I think we've laboured that point enough. However, on last night's little walk, what did you spot, love?
I spotted a snake.
A water snake. Never seen one before.
Seen a trouser snake, haven't we?
Set him up for that one, didn't I? Our very first black-headed wagtail. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's just such a shame that yet more graffiti, and we've seen a lot of baby wipes and condom packets, which isn't nice. Our first turtle just sat there sunning. So this is the CAMpRA car park in Arta. You can see 4 spaces there that actually are quite short in length, and there's somebody in them. And then there's this huge car park where they're doing driver training with the coaches and wagons. So we're parked down the bottom, nice and shady. Just look at this little road system. It's got all the directions, all the signs, but it's just overgrown. So yesterday we drove up to this town called Arta. It's just at the north point of the Ambracian Gulf, and we used the tolls again to get here speedy, but ouch, what a cost.
It is dear on tolls, but sometimes avoiding tolls, it's all right, and you have a bit of scenery and stuff. It does get right tedious, and the sat-nav's taking you all sorts of places to avoid it. And time-wise, sometimes I just want to get where I'm going. So it's cost us. How much did it cost us?
I've forgotten now. I'll put it on the screen.
Really informative
planned.
vlog.
At least 15 to 16 euros. So why are we here, Andrew?
I don't know.
We're here because we are going down onto the Ambracian Gulf today to look for more wildlife. However, we've had another night of quite broken sleep, really, haven't we?
Yes. Now, the last park up weren't great. It was noisy all night. But one of the things that kept me awake, or us awake, but mainly me, because I'm a light sleeper, was a repetitive, rhythmic beeping, a bit like when your smoke detector battery's going, but every sort of 2 seconds. And it went on for hours as soon as it went dark. And I thought it was man-made. I thought it was like an emergency beacon or something like that. So, much to my displeasure, last night, when it went dark, it started again, and we're 2 hours away. So, it's not an emergency beacon.
So then we thought it must be something on the van. So we got out, and no, it wasn't. And as we walked through the car park, it was moving from tree to tree. We could hear it in different places. So we realised it actually was a bird. So we got the Merlin app out and recorded its sound. It sounded like this. And it's owls, Scops owls. So now how can you be annoyed when you're surrounded by lovely owls? Not that we saw them, because they are very cunningly disguised as bark.
Yes, bark. But there's loads of them in trees around here, around this park up. So even when one stops, another one starts, and they're communicating with each other. So even I guess can't be too narked by noisy wildlife.
However, this car park is on Park for Night. It's the first time we've seen a car park with designated camper places, which kind of welcomes you into the city. However, they're right next to the road. They're a bit small, so we tucked ourselves away at the back of the car park with another German camper.
And when we arrived, there were cars parked in them anyway. Not all of them, but enough to make it hard work. And then later on, 1 or 2 cars went, but by which time we found ourselves a little corner, tucked away, doing no one any harm.
Nice and shady, because it was
under
sunny
the trees.
yesterday.
Yes.
However, come early evening, and it became a different car park with learner drivers, motorbike learner drivers, and it was just a bit noisy until dusk.
Still dusk, yeah. It's people learning, it's the young kids being taught how to ride a scooter, the older guys being taught how to, and girls, being taught how to ride motorbikes. Oof, nearly dropped myself in it.
You did.
And young people being taught how to drive in cars with proper instructors or just, I don't know, some relative. But what happens when they leave here, when they've passed the test and then get on the road, God knows, because how they drive on here, learning, and how they drive on the road is like chalk and cheese.
Without helmets as well,
Yeah,
this
no
morning.
helmets,
There's a young lass doing it this morning, and she's no helmet on, and she's just in trainers and
deck shoes, ankles on shore, yeah. Anyway, different culture. I
So-
would not get on a motorbike without my helmet, nor my leather pants.
And then at 7 o'clock this morning, the road sweeper turned up, quite noisily actually, and he's now cleaning his van out because there is water there, and if we'd have thought about it, we could have washed the van, but there you go, big drain there.
So as a park up, actually, it's all right. During the day, it's going to be a bit noisy, but it went quiet at dusk, and it's been quiet overnight, apart from the odd wildlife. So actually, it's a good park up.
So we're now going to go down to the Gulf. It's about a half-hour drive. It's nice and overcast today, so Bud will be happy. And we're going to go and see if we can find some more pelicans, a little bit nearer this time, because they were a long way off yesterday, weren't they?
Well, they're a long way off now. It's going to take us an hour to get there.
I meant in a camera view. Just such a shame, there's so much litter and then a wild dog, as friendly as it is. Well, that's it for this vlog. We are back in Arta after our flamingo watching yesterday, but we're leaving this area and heading about an hour north.
Where are we going?
Ionina.
Iannone.
We don't really know how to say it, but we're doing our best. It's Good Friday today, so we're going to go and see how the Greeks do Easter in quite a busy town.
So as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for engaging. Make sure you give us the banter. We love the banter, and have a brilliant, brilliant Easter break.